We're ready to rock. Mr. Will, how are you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good here. I appreciate you coming on. This was an awesome. This was an idea I had. So, for those watching, Will Pinckard from Aledo.
That's right.
Will has been in and out of my life since I think since December of 2017. Oh my goodness, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's when we had our job fair. Will is responsible for all of our reels and our shorts and all the breakdowns that you see online, which are super popular. Those are almost hitting a little bit harder than some of the full versions. So I have you to credit for that. And I was like, man, I'd love to bring you on and discuss a little bit just about kind of this industry. I don't know if I want to call it your industry. We can talk. We can talk a little bit about that. But yeah, just if you just want, I'll give you the mic. Kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are. You are a Parker County native.
That's right. Yeah.
And
K through 12.
K through 12. So yeah, Will, I am happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Yeah, you were my boss back in 2017.
Don't you ever forget it.
I won't. And I came crawling back, apparently. I couldn't get enough.
That's right.
Yeah, I worked at the brewery with you, Parker County Brewing Company. Since then, I've maybe 2 jobs removed since then. But I saw you recently at the closure of the original location for the brewery.
Yeah, that was awesome. So we got the text from Ryan, and he sent that out to a bunch of folks. I thought that was super cool. I mean, that was awesome when he, and he was like, hey, it's one of our last nights, or maybe was it the last night?
I think it was the last night.
The last night, and he was like, I'd really mean a lot if you came out and had a drink and shared some stories, and I thought that was awesome. So yeah, and then seeing you and I think Maddie and the other Will were there, and a bunch of folks. So that was cool. And
Will Spice.
Yes. And you were like, hey, I saw you're doing a podcast.
Yeah, I had to grab your ear for a second.
Yes.
I only saw you briefly. We were there. It was very nice of Ryan to shoot that text out. That was very sweet. So Gina, my fiance, and I came, and I got to see you for a second, and I saw that you were starting a podcast, and I've been wanting to be involved in content creation for some time. I just have always enjoyed it. I edited videos with my friends in high school. We did like a short film one time. I did theater back then. I liked the performance side of things.
Oh, you did theater in Aledo?
I did, yeah. I did theater in high school.
Parker Warren did theater in Aledo.
That's right.
Remember that?
Yeah, that's how I know Parker.
Do you remember his story? Oh, gosh, I wasn't thinking about this, but you just remember his story about his hair?
What do you mean?
Okay, so Parker had the greatest, most wonderful, beautiful head of hair.
Yeah.
And then he had to play
Daddy Warbucks. Yeah.
And
Yes.
he shaved and he had to get rid of his hair, committing to cuss.
Yeah.
And this is all in love. I'm not making jest of Parker. He's an awesome dude. But
No, he's great.
yeah, great. But that story was so it was funny and tugged at my heartstrings all at the same time. Parker's in the Aledo Drama Club or whatever. He's in the play.
Yeah.
Played Daddy Warbucks, cut his hair. And then he was like, yeah, this is what you're looking at now. It never came back. It never came back.
Never came back.
No.
He might have been dealing with a receding hairline a little bit before that.
Maybe, yeah. Poor Parker. Yeah, but that was funny. I think he'll tell the story, so he won't mind us talking about it. He was a great guy, great worker, loved having him. But yes, that was kind of funny. Okay, so you were doing play. You were in. What else you doing, Aledo? K through 12.
So I was. This is a secret. Keep this on the down low.
Oh, okay.
I was our mascot for the high school.
No, you were the Bearcat.
I was the Bearcat.
What year are we talking?
I was the Bearcat my sophomore and junior year, so that would have been 2014 and 15.
Any state titles then?
And yeah, we won state both years, I think. And then when I was a senior, I think that year we did not win state, if I remember correctly. But I was the captain of our spirit team senior year, so I ran with the flags and painted my face.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of
But
fun.
you were the Bearcat.
I was the Bearcat.
How was that?
It was a lot of fun. So I was in band before,
Okay.
and my parents' only requirement for me regarding electives was that I had to be involved in something. I couldn't just come home, do nothing, not have friends, not go out. I needed to socialize and be involved in something. Fair rule.
Good parents.
Good parents.
Fair rule.
And so I was in band. My sister was leaving band because she wanted to dedicate more time to her studies, but I wasn't driving yet. So if I continued to be in band, she would have to drive me, which didn't seem like a fair trade-off to me since she wanted to spend time on her studies. So I quit band too, so she could have that time back. And they said, you got to do something. I saw the flyer in the high school.
Bearcat.
They're looking for Mr. Bearcat, and I said, that'll work. It was great.
So so that was the year we went to state. So like, was it a Cowboy Stadium or was it
Yeah.
in Houston or something? Or
Cowboy Stadium.
And you were the mascot at Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a blast.
It
It's the
sounds-
lowest requirement elective. Life hack for anybody that may be listening that's in high school. It's the lowest requirement elective with the most upside. You get to just participate in all of the sporting events. You don't have to pay for
Yep.
tickets for anything. You're on the field or the court or
Probably
whatever
had
it
a
is.
handler that went around
Yeah.
with you to make sure people didn't tug on you and
Yeah.
stuff.
There's always somebody watching your back, making sure that people aren't pulling your tail.
And
I think
everyone
they cut
loves
the
you.
tail off
Everywhere
later.
you go, people clap and applaud.
People will hand you their children, though. You have to be cautious of that. People
Oh.
will just give you like babies.
Okay, so
for
mascot
photos.
rules. Mascot rules.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Okay. Any belligerence or anger while a mascot?
No, I don't think so.
Nobody tried to deck you.
No, nobody tried to deck me. I did switch, actually. I got in trouble for this, but whatever. I think it
It's in the
was
past.
it's in the past. What's the, what is the rule if you've committed a crime
5
several years later?
Yeah, whatever. The
Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations
Yeah,
has
statute
been-
of limitations is passed by now, probably. I think it was my junior year, and the previous Mr. Bearcat came back for homecoming.
Mr. Bearcat.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
Mr. Bearcat.
Okay,
Mr. and Mrs.
We're kangaroos. Here,
Right.
So Mr. Bearcat.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. The previous Mr. Bearcat came back for the homecoming game, and pulled me aside and asked, like, "Hey, man, I used to be the mascot. Do you mind if I don the garb one more time?"
No.
And so we
You
went
said
down.
no.
No, we did it.
Oh my goodness. No. Was you just changing the men's room?
I had a private room under the stadium,
And you okay.
under the
This
bleachers.
is, you preface this by saying you got in trouble.
I did get in trouble for this.
Yeah, I would have thought you would
Yeah.
get in trouble. Hey, I used to be the quarterback of the football team. Do you mind if I take your helmet? And
It didn't seem that serious. The mascot's just kind of running around, being goofy.
There's some truth there.
There's
some
no
truth there.
requirements. You don't have to achieve or do
No,
anything.
sure.
They just want you to socialize and take photos. Easy thing to do. He had experience doing
How
it.
did he do?
He did.
Was there a catastrophe? Did he do something?
There was no catastrophe. He was just a different kind of mascot than I was.
Okay.
And my handler
Yeah.
and mom noticed that that's not William. Also, I was taller than him.
Okay.
So the mascot had changed sizes a little bit.
Sheesh,
So
interesting.
yeah, we
Alright.
switched it out. He rocked it for, I don't know, a few minutes. He probably had it on for like 10, 15 minutes.
Wow.
And then I got pulled aside and
You're a
scolded.
you're a state football champion, Mr. Bearcat.
yeah, I also went to cheer camp. I was
Okay.
NCAA.
NCAA.
Is that right? What does that stand for?
Well, that's college.
Then I'm not that.
Okay. All right.
You go to cheer camp
was
and
high
they
school, double high
certify
school.
you.
High school, double high
High
school.
school, double A, whatever
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is.
okay.
I went to cheer camp and got a certificate, so I'm like a certified mascot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that you got it on your wall or it's in the box?
It's in a box somewhere.
In a
It's
box
probably
somewhere.
upstairs at my parents' house.
All right. Oh, yeah, they're proud of it.
Yeah,
That's good. Okay.
maybe so.
All right, so we're at Aledo High School. We're kind
Yeah.
of finishing Aledo High. And then, I want to talk about the almost adventure of your lifetime with the van. And
Before we get to that,
Okay, all right.
I did have the adventure of a lifetime. I don't
Oh.
know if you recall this.
Oh, wait, time out. Did you have a leaf from the Hobbit tree in your wallet? Is that you?
Yes.
I've had a lot of employees over
That
the
is
different
so.
locations.
I'm really
Okay.
impressed that you remembered that.
Okay, so
very
you
specific.
went to New Zealand
Yeah.
and visited the Hobbiton.
Yeah, I lived in New Zealand for a year. I went
Okay.
backpacking after high school. So right when I came back from
It's
New
funny,
Zealand
now you all of a
is
sudden, now
when
all
I
of a
started
sudden
working for
look
you.
like a New Zealander. Like I look at you and I'm like, yeah, you look like an Aussie. Oh,
This
okay.
is Punamu,
Oh,
which is it's a very
Aussie?
culturally relevant. Not Aussie.
Oh.
That's Australia.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
Kiwis.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kiwis.
Yeah, they're Kiwis.
Alright,
So
Kiwis.
this is Punamu, which is a very culturally relevant stone to the Maori, which are the native people of New Zealand.
All right, which is important, but bring it back to Lord of the Rings.
To what?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, right. So I was there for a year, and I did go on the Hobbiton tour.
Okay.
And, yeah, their tree, they have all these fake plastic leaves, like, stapled on there because they need it to be good year-round. It's for tourism, all this.
Well, there's a
and I
story, I
grabbed
think,
one.
like the first movie, the tree was real. But, like, something happened, or so many tourists, or they couldn't keep it. So then they had to, like, fake it. So then they, like, had to staple on the leaves.
Well, it was so popular that it was genuinely just a farm.
Okay.
That they used for the film set, paid the farmer, for that space, built the set. And I believe it was at the farmer's request that they build it permanently. So I think they filmed it once, and then when they came back to do it again,
At the farmer's request.
At the farmer's request.
Make this the greatest tourist destination in New Zealand.
And so it's a permanent, set that's just real life.
If I go to Australia or New Zealand, that's why I want
You have to go.
Yeah. I mean, Auckland's cool. I have there's a treadmill I always go on when I'm at hotels and stuff, and it always takes you through the boardwalk of Auckland along their walk. So that's cool.
Yeah. It's a beautiful country.
But it ain't as cool as the Lord of the Rings stuff. That's right. So you have one of the leaves.
I do have one of the leaves. It is not currently in my wallet, but it was for a really long time.
Boo.
It is
Boo.
in a memory box at the moment.
Boo. All right.
I switched to a thinner wallet.
All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's not a George Costanza wallet. You might not know that reference.
I don't know.
But Seinfeld, George Costanza had a wallet that was this
like
big.
A trifold.
And one of the episodes. Anyway. Gen X knows what I'm talking about. I don't know. You're millennial?
I think I'm Gen Z, 1998.
You're Gen Z.
I think so. Is that right?
Yeah, I was gonna boo you, but Gen Z, we got some life there.
We're on the up and up.
Yeah, we got some good data. Okay, so you, and it wasn't just you. So you're coming to a job fair. It's the end of 2017. We're now fast forwarding Park County Brewing Company in Willow Park. That's where you and I first met. There was a job fair, end of 2017. Maybe it was December, because we opened January, February. And but it wasn't. You weren't alone.
No.
There was another young man with you.
Yes.
Who is this? Remind me.
Hayden
of the name.
Lane.
Hayden Lane, and I follow him, and I think he's not only engaged but married.
Oh, he's married. He has a
maybe
child.
With
Yeah.
Yes.
His boy's name is Asman.
Awesome.
His wife's name is Kanan.
Awesome.
He's a groomsman in my wedding this weekend.
Time out. Wedding is this weekend?
Yeah, Saturday.
Wow, I did not get the invitation in the mail.
So it's a smaller, more private event.
No, I'm just joking. That's fun. Hey.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
didn't know that. That's super awesome.
Yeah, thank
This weekend, Saturday, I'm a man.
Yeah.
Where's it going to be at?
It's in Fort Worth at the Brick venue.
Okay.
It's this old kind of warehouse vibe. I don't know what it was originally used for, and I don't think that they do either.
Okay.
We went for the tour, and they've got these original hardwood floors, have all kinds of cracks in them and things, lots of character. It's cool.
So this weekend you're getting married.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, I loved it. We're on year 21 or 22 or 23 or 24.
Congrats.
We're doing great. Yeah, it's been fun. 3 kids and love it. And yeah, you're gonna do great. You're gonna love it. Hayden's a groomsman.
That's right.
Do I know any other groomsmen?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh, Holton. You know Holton.
Yeah, that sounds. Who's Holton?
Holton's my brother that
Did
came
he work?
into. He didn't work there, but he came in all the time.
Came in
Really
all the
tall
time.
guy.
Yes, I remember Holton.
Holton is my best man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yep. So I had a bit of a dilemma. It was my best friend or my brother, and I went with my brother. I was like, I'm gonna have my brother be my best man. Actually, it wasn't that much of a dilemma, but I guess like on paper it's a dilemma because I love my best friend.
Of course.
His name's Josh, just like me, and I was like, oh man, that's my best friend. We shared so many memories, but it's like, but my brother, I mean, that's my brother. So you gotta have
fair
your
enough.
brother.
I had a similar consideration, but I mean, Holton has been there for me much longer in life than my brother.
Well, the phrase is, Holton's been there
longer. Yeah, Holton is a year older than me.
Yes.
He's my friend. Sorry, that got confusing. I always call Holton my brother because he basically is, but we're not technically related.
Oh, well, you just destroyed my entire analogy. What are you talking about? That was always your brother.
Yeah, he is my brother. I always say that he's my brother. He is my brother. But for the sake of the conversation, I have a blood brother, Charles, who's 5 years younger than me.
Gotcha.
And then I have Holton, who is my brother.
And Holton's your best man.
He's my best man.
Yeah, very similar. So that's what I was saying. Although I went with my brother and the best man.
There's
I
so
went
many
with,
lines
yes.
getting crossed.
Yes, but you went same consideration.
Yes.
I see. Same,
Holden's a year older
You know
than me,
what? It's
so
not
I've known him my whole life.
same difficult decision.
Yeah.
Same difficult decision. How's the brother? Is he okay with it?
Is he okay with it? Yeah.
The one 5 years younger.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I think in the family dynamics sometimes play a role. Ours was supposed to be a little more traditional, and I was supposed to do that, but I wanted to. It was something that I was quite proud of too. But it was, probably different. I mean, again, I don't know. I got to think on that a little more. But
Okay.
no, all right. So anyway, talked a lot about this. I wanted to talk more about the podcasting bit.
Yeah.
And that's really why kind of I invited you on, and you said yes. I mean, super excited that you're here, and the fact that you're doing all these shorts for me and all the reels, and we're having super success with them. As I was telling you, I think we're averaging about 3,500 views on Facebook per ParkerCast, and the analytics when I'm able to dive down in, it's about 20% stay to the whole end. So I mean, I don't know. Let's do the math live. 10% of 3,500 is 350, and 20% 700 folks are staying to the end. That's a lot for me. That's not even really what I was necessarily.
Imagine 700 people sitting here watching. That's amazing.
No. I mean, the reach for that is great, and that's where I think it is. So I don't know. I just want where are you at? I mean, how do you feel about the podcasting and the social media interaction of it all? Not social media, but really specifically podcasting, the reels and whatnot. I mean, how did you get into doing that, and what's your background? I don't know. How'd you get into doing that?
I just love it. It's just fun. I think that probably most of us consume more than we create generally in the world, and
totally.
certainly for social media with doom scrolling and all these, and I want to be a person that tries to create more than I consume.
Mm-hmm.
My brain yearns for a creative outlet. I'm not creative in my 9 to 5. And so having the opportunity to do something creative with you, for me personally on my own social media, whether it's photography, filmmaking, podcasting, I love it all. It's just fun. So when I saw you were doing it, I had to ask to be involved.
No, and I'm glad that you did, and you've done a tremendous amount of work for me. I'm not paying you. You volunteering to do it, and I'm like, well, as long as this keeps going, I'm going to send you videos.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for it. I don't need it, but gosh, I do love it. So I'm very appreciative of it. And,
my pleasure.
As long as you're able to do it. If anything comes up and you can't, you can. I totally get it. But when you said create, there is something. I can't go 24 hours at the college that I work at without hearing about AI and artificial intelligence. And I'll go on ChatGPT and I'll talk with my artificial intelligence buddy that I have on ChatGPT, which I go to a lot. And even he will say, "Yeah, watch out for AI." Like, it's very odd.
Yeah,
he's like, this is one of the existential threats of the next 5 years is AI, and I'm like, but you're AI. So I don't know. So when you say create, you remind me of something, and I don't want to monopolize the conversation, but there was this guy talking at a conference, and it was a big one, NVIDIA or something, and he was talking all about how 5 years ago, we were worried about AI replacing a lot of the manufacturing and the digital, the arms that'll be able to do stuff, and AI will replace laptop jobs, but it would never touch art, creativity, the things that are truly creative. He said these are like the things that will never be touched. And he said over the last 5 years, we realized we were 100% opposite. We were completely wrong.
Yeah. AI
has mastered art. It has mastered. There's AI podcasts. I'm sure you've seen these. You can ask ChatGPT or any Gronk or any of these to hey, give me this 30-page memo in a podcast, and it gives you a 30-minute podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's to me almost the scarier part. I don't want to use the word scary because I like AI, but
I like it too. But I think it is scary because there's really only a few things that make us human, and outside of the biology and all that stuff. And I think those things are creative. I think those things are connection and empathy and
critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
A bear doesn't really critical think.
No, not so much.
You know, a rock doesn't critical think. Minerals
Right.
don't critical think. Gases don't critical think. Bacteria doesn't critical. Well, AI critical thinks the heck out of us.
Yeah.
Kind of, maybe.
It can't. Maybe I don't know enough about it. It's wildly impressive. It can do incredible, incredible things. I use it when I'm editing the shorts. Actually, I don't know if you know that.
I didn't, but I'll chat with it, and it will respond back. Like, I'll ask it a question, and we'll talk, and it'll go, dude, that's a totally relevant question. This is what it's saying
It compliments you,
dude.
Yeah.
That's a totally relevant question. I understand. You have you challenge. Eye contact is challenging because I was asking it the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I struggle with eye contact. What the heck's the matter with me? I love public speaking. I don't work. I could talk to 1 million people in a Super Bowl, and I wouldn't even stress it. I love being in front of people. I love talking. I struggle with eye contact. My eyes like wander, and I look down, and it was like, dude, you're totally fine. That is a common issue.
It's like assuring you.
Yes. Here's some great tips that you can try. And please ask me in the future if you have any questions. It's
Awesome.
just miraculous.
Yeah.
But
So what I like to use AI for is saving me time on monotonous tasks, but where I do draw the line is when it gets creative. So, for example, when I'm editing a short for you, YouTube generates a transcript. So I'll copy the entire transcript, word for word, plug it into ChatGPT, and I'll tell it the tone that we're looking for in ParkerCast. Say, here are the things that we want to know. We want to know about the community. We want to know, personal funny stories. We want to know XYZ thing. Pull out the stories or identify 3 to 5 anecdotes in this podcast episode that I could make a short form video out of. And it'll give me recommendations.
you need to ask it. You need to say, like, hey, I'm doing this for Josh over at ParkerCast. Do you know him? Because, they're all connected, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing. You got to, I would actually be, you got to do that next time. Be like, hey, this is for one of Josh's. I think you're friends with him. Don't you know Josh?
He has problems with eye contact.
He has problems with eye contact. He's a great guy. He's over there in ParkerCast. Do you know him? And I'd be curious to see.
I'm sure there's privacy restrictions in place that would prevent it from
really? Do you?
telling me. Yeah.
I don't.
You think you could ask ChatGPT right now to tell you about William Pinckard and it would break me down?
Yeah, that's a good point. They're probably all.
It would give you information that it knows about me from the internet. It'd tell you about my social media or YouTube channel and what have you.
But not about the.
Not about how I've been using it.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, so let's bring this back to the ParkerCast. So
Sure.
you've been doing these. What's your? We're gonna do a least. We're gonna do a high-low kind of game.
Okay.
What is your? No, I don't want to do least. Actually, I was gonna say what's your least favorite ParkerCast and what's your most favorite ParkerCast. But
gonna
then
answer
instantly, I just thought to myself, well, if I say least, it's tied to a person that I'm interviewing.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want
What
to do
is
that
your
either.
most favorite? That we can do. We can always do positive. What's the one that
You know what?
liked that was the most entertaining? That
One of the ones I just edited shorts for you for Elizabeth Baker.
Oh yeah.
I did not know who Mary Martin was.
Okay.
That was a revelation. I was watching that, and then I came back out into the living room to talk to my fiance Gina.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You're not going to believe this. Peter Pan is from Weatherford."
He's from Weatherford.
That was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
So
Not
that
only
was a
Peter
really
Pan,
cool thing to
and now
learn.
you would notice, but not only Peter Pan, but Peter Pan's son is Larry Hagman, J.R. Ewing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might know I Dream of Jeannie. It's the guy from I Dream of Jeannie, a famous show in the 50s, 60s. And then J.R. Ewing is Dallas, the TV show Dallas.
Which I also learned on that.
Yeah.
I've never seen Dallas.
No, but it's an icon. It's a.
I get that it's
you know
it's
Archie
iconic.
Bunker.
Yeah.
You've never seen it, but yeah, it's an iconic thing. No, Miss Baker will love that because that's her whole. She's a big Mary Martin and influenced her life and stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing.
to hear
I
that
didn't
one
know
other
that. That was
person-
very
yeah,
cool
yeah,
to
yeah.
learn.
Nope. That's super cool. What's been your favorite short that you've done for us?
I really liked David Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. David
David
Hart bought the
Hart-
malt shop here in town.
Told a story about his dad
Catching him.
catching him in a lie
Yeah.
when he drifted into the
Yes,
driveway.
Yes. He was
And-
sick from school or something like that. I don't know,
Yeah.
took the day off.
Speaking of being human and
Yeah.
things that connect us, story is one of those things, being able to tell stories, relate to them. And he did a really good job of just telling a story about an experience he had with his dad. He articulated it very clearly. There were good punchlines. He did great with that.
So why do we love podcasts? So you just said telling a story and you
Yeah.
triggered. So why do we love podcasts. Why do we love this? Like, I drive to work every day. I don't listen to music anymore. I listened to music for 20 years, but in the last like 7, 6, 5, I don't listen to music anymore. I listen to the spoken word.
Yeah, I'm the
now
same.
It's funny, it's comedy, it's jokes, it's what, but I don't listen to music anymore. Why is that?
I don't know, and maybe I'm a weird person to ask that question too, because I've never really been a huge music guy.
Okay.
I like music like anybody else, but I don't know any like bands. I don't know who sings any songs. I'm terrible with it all. I've never been a huge music guy.
Mm-hmm.
I love podcasts. I've been listening to podcasts and like audiobooks for a while.
Video podcast or audio podcast?
Primarily audio.
Oh,
Yeah.
primarily audio podcast.
Primarily audio, yeah, because most of the time it's while I'm driving.
Okay.
At home, I don't listen to music or podcasts.
What do you
very
watch
regularly
before you
when
go
I'm
to
at
bed? You got YouTube on?
Recently, haven't been watching that much before I go to bed. If I do watch something, Gina and I will pop on like
Okay,
Netflix
all right.
and watch
You're
a TV show.
eating whole grain and you're doing yoga before you go to bed. I don't watch much TV, actually. I'm more of...
I'm editing your shorts.
Okay, well, that's good. Keep doing that.
I'm on the
Keep
computer.
doing
I'm on a screen. I'm just
Okay,
maybe
you're on a screen.
I'm creating instead of consuming.
it. All right, you're on a screen. All right, good deal. So what do we want to do? Let's talk a little bit about the future. I mean, is this
Yeah.
something you want to get into full time, or is this just you like it as a hobby? It's just a passion kind of thing.
Right now, it's totally a passion thing. It's fun to do. If it offers me comparable or better opportunity than I can get through my current
Sure,
employee,
sure.
then
No,
maybe
no.
take
Yep.
a second look at it. But right now, I love doing it. I actually started it's a blog.
Mm-hmm.
It's called First Draft, but with a U, FURST,
Oh.
draft, because with an I was taken.
So you started a blog. Now,
Yeah.
to me, an ignorant Gen Xer, seems like you're firing up Windows 95. Like, as a blog not 15 years ago?
It might be.
No, it might not be. I
But-
don't know. I mean, you're younger than me, so I don't...
It probably is. I haven't read a blog in I don't know how long.
Okay.
But the reason I started it is because I want to grow the skill of writing.
Okay.
Because it all comes back to creating. I want to know how to edit video. I'm pretty good at editing photos. I've been doing photography and editing photos for a while, so I'm comfortable with like Lightroom and Photoshop and things like that.
How's our
Audio
lighting?
is new to me.
How's our lighting?
Pretty good.
It's not great.
You could do.
It's pretty good.
You could do with at least one more light.
I have two.
Oh,
I just don't want to set them up. It's kind of a pain.
you should use the other one.
Amazon
If
was
you already have
$79.99
one.
for two. So
Yeah.
I have two of these lights.
You should set up the other one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I probably have paid closer attention to the video
Okay.
than maybe anybody else because
Okay.
I'm editing.
Okay.
You're lit very well. It's closer to you. The guest isn't lit as well as you are.
I don't have a problem with
But
that.
dependent on
I don't have a problem with that. That's no, I'm just kidding. Okay.
where's the issue?
So my voice is better and my lighting is better? Sounds
so
like
what?
we're good to go.
We were talking about camera stuff earlier too. You have one camera,
Yeah.
which is it's absolutely working. And even for shorts, I can split it up and split the screen and everything. It works totally fine. However, if you wanted to go to the next level gear wise, because I'm a little bit of a geared nerd person, you should have two cameras at least. One facing you as the speaker, one facing me as a speaker, and then you want to light
That's
both
phase
people.
two. Phase two.
Yeah.
Phase two.
Phase
Well,
two.
so we're about out of time. So this thing wraps. I'll tell you off camera how the camera works. We're 29 minutes and 59 seconds. We're killed. So you're getting married
Yeah.
Saturday.
Saturday.
This video will live in infamy. It's going to be on the web until, a comet hits us someday, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you want to say to the fiance? How are you feeling about Saturday?
I'm feeling great about Saturday. We've done a really good job with our planning, I think. I mean, we'll see.
No. How do you feel about the big picture? You're getting married.
Great. I've never
No.
had as little hesitation as I have now.
And I think that's how we end it. If you've never had, that's it. If you
excited.
have never had as little hesitation,
Yeah.
it means it's right. It's perfect.
Let's tie the knot to get it
Tie
done.
the knot, and then we'll see.
What are we
you-
waiting for?
See you in 80 years.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Hey.
Hey,
Thanks.
thank you.